Welcome to the City Council meeting for Tuesday, December 9th, 2025. We thank you for being in the council and participating in the process. Later on, we will have a time for the public to speak on any subject not on tonight's agenda. You will have a 3-minute limit. Would you please join me in the flag?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Council President Sparks. Councilmember Banks. Council Vice President Wilkie.
Yes, sir.
Councilmember McKay. Councilmember Closey.
Here.
Councilmember Wheeler.
Here.
Councilmember Mize.
Here.
Councilmember Canopy.
Here.
Thank you. We have the approval of the minutes of November 25th, 2025.
Your Honor, I would move to approve the minutes of City Council for November 25th, 2025.
Second.
Motion made by Vice President Wilkie, seconded by Councilmember Mize. We have the police report for November 25. Oh, I'm sorry. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 5-0. Now we have the monthly report on November 25th. Any council disclosure of ex parte? We have a budget amendment, public hearing. This is the time and place set for the public hearing on the city's Laurel's fiscal year 25-26 budget. I am opening the public hearing and first ask staff to present this item.
So Exhibit A is the budget amendment for fiscal year 25-26. We are increasing appropriations to the capital account for the purchase of the new ambulance and for the extrication gear for the fire department. This is allowing us to change the budget to write the check for the new ambulance and if to also write a check or allow the fire department to purchase the extrication gear from a grant he received from CHS.
Sound pretty good to you, or do you want to add anything? Okey doke. Are there any proponents? Are there any proponents? Are there any proponents supporting the item? Are there any opponents? Are there any opponents? Are there any opponents not supporting the item? Since there is no further public comment and staff has responded, I will now close this meeting. Are there any council requests to remove anything from the consent agenda?
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the consent agenda for December 9th, 2025.
Second. Motion made by Councilmember Closey, seconded by Councilmember Canopy. Public comment? Any council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 5-0. Nothing on the ceremonial calendar. You see the reports of boards and commissions. Now we move to the audience participation, and I believe the clerk has some people that would like to talk.
On the phone tonight, we have Dan Vila, who would like to speak on behalf of the Montana Board of Investments. Sorry, Dan, go ahead.
If it's all right with the committee, I'd like to defer to the Director of the Department of Public Health and Human Services, Charlie Brereton, to lead us off.
Sure.
Thank you, Dan, and good evening, Mayor and council members.
I'm Charlie Brereton, Director of the Department of Public Health and Human Services, and very much appreciate the opportunity to speak and provide some additional information surrounding the new forensic mental health facility to the Laurel community. Many of you may know that Montana needs more secure, clinically appropriate care for individuals in the justice system with serious mental illness. The demand for forensic restoration services within DPHHS facilities is ever growing and exceeds our current bed capacity, as demonstrated by the current statewide waitlist of 103 individuals. Our proposed forensic mental health facility near Laurel is part of the state's multi-year effort to improve Montana's behavioral health system and ensure public safety. I deeply understand the community concerns surrounding this facility, which deserve meaningful attention. It's important to note that patients admitted to this facility in the future, many of whom will be from your region, will ultimately be there on a temporary basis, receiving court-mandated evaluation and restoration services to determine their fitness to proceed to trial and cared for 24/7 by clinical staff. Forensic facilities have significant security requirements and features, including 24/7 interior and exterior live video monitoring, double-layer security fences around all outdoor areas, sally port doors, which ensure one door is closed before the other to prevent patient elopement, and an always staffed central command center that controls facility access and manages patient and staff movements. It may also surprise you that this facility is part of a closed-loop system for forensic patients. In other words, patients will be securely transported to the facility under court order and then will return to their county detention facility of origin, the Montana State Hospital in Warm Springs, or the Montana State Prison or Montana Women's Prison after treatment without ever leaving this campus. I want to be clear that patients cannot leave the facility. In the highly unlikely event that a court decides the patient should be discharged into the community, DPHHS would coordinate with the judicial system to return the patient to their home community and provide wraparound services. We are deeply committed to working with Laurel's leaders and residents to ensure transparency, safety, and shared benefits associated with this project. I encourage you and your constituents to visit hb5.mt.gov for additional information on this project and pay special attention to the posted DPHHS FAQs document. I appreciate your time and partnership. Thank you again.
Are you done, Dan, or were you going to speak?
Nope, I'll use my 3 minutes now, Mr. Mayor.
Okay.
So Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council, first, thank you for the opportunity to address you this evening. For your record, I'm Dan Villa. I'm the Executive Director of the Montana Board of Investments. I appreciate the professionalism and patience you've demonstrated during a period of uncertainty. I want to speak directly and plainly about BOI's role as the real estate development partner for the proposed forensic behavioral health facility. Let me begin with the facts on the ground. No land has been purchased. No offers to purchase land have been made to any property owner. I understand that uncertainty breeds concern in any community, and I want you to hear directly from me that BOI is conducting preliminary discussions regarding potential sites. Nothing more. We are evaluating feasibility, infrastructure compatibility, and the practical requirements of building a 32-bed forensic facility that will serve central and eastern Montana's most vulnerable patients, as well as the law enforcement professionals who care for them. Now to the commitment I'm here to make on behalf of BOI. When and if BOI enters into a contingent buy-sell agreement with the property owner, the City Council will hear about it first. You will hear about it during the public comment period of a City Commission meeting. You will not read about it in a press release. You will not see it covered by news media before you have been informed directly by me. BOI will share that information with you and your city staff in an open public meeting. That is my personal and professional commitment to you. This is your community. You deserve transparency from the state before the public learns of material developments. Third, BOI will follow every existing city resolution, ordinance, and process that governs land use in Laurel. If annexation is required, and it likely will be, we will file an annexation request through the proper channels.
If zoning considerations arise, we will work through the processes as well. We understand that you have established procedures for evaluating land use proposals, and we respect them. BOI does not intend to circumvent city governance. We intend to work within it. I also understand that some of you learned about this announcement from the press rather than from the state directly. That process could have been and indeed should have been handled better. Going forward, you can expect a different sort of state partnership that is grounded in transparency, is respectful of local process, and genuinely interested in the well-being of your community. I look forward to hearing your questions and concerns at the appropriate time. I'm here to assure you that BOI acts as a prudent investor and developer. We do not move forward without careful analysis. We do not make commitments lightly, and we do not circumvent the communities we serve. I believe that when we work together through the proper channels with honesty and respect for each other's roles and goals, good outcomes can follow. Mr. Mayor, members of the council, I wish you best of luck for your proceedings today, and I also look forward to seeing you again in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any other public comment? Yes, sir.
How's that? I would just like to add one more thing to the gentleman that just spoke.
She wants your name and address. She doesn't know who you are.
I'm Senator Vince Rickey, Senate District 27. And when Mr. Barrington talked about a closed loop, and he didn't really have enough time, but a closed loop, they would transfer a patient to the facility. They would go through a secure fence. That fence would close, and then they would proceed in. There'd be a garage door opened into the facility. Then they would drive the van into that facility and close the door so the patient would never be anywhere but always secure. I don't know if he explained it like that, but I would just like to make that clear. Thank you.
We don't question on comments. Any other public comment? Thank you. Moving on to scheduled matters. We have resolution R25-100. It's a resolution approving a memorandum of understanding by and between the city of Laurel and Beartooth Resource Conservation and Development Area, Inc.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to approve and move to approve resolution number R25-100, please.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember Canopy, seconded by Vice President Wilkie. Any public comment? Council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 5-0. Next, we have a resolution R25-101. Resolution of the City Council approving amendments to appropriations and revenues for the City of Laurel's fiscal year 25-26 budget.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve resolution number R25-101.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember Wheeler, seconded by Councilmember Mize. Any public comment? Any council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 5-0. Next, we have a resolution R25-102. It's a resolution of the City Council authorizing the mayor to execute an independent contractor service contract with Donahue Roofing and Siding LLC.
Mr. Mayor, I would move to approve resolution number R25-102.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember Mize, seconded by Vice President Wilkie. Any public comment? Council discussion? Councilmember Mize.
I don't remember this being on the agenda last week, so can you sum up for us what is happening?
So back in September, you guys approved a contract, small service contract with Donahue Roofing to roof the water plant. In the small service contract, the amount that was in the contract versus the invoices that were attached to the contract was incorrect. So what we're doing is we're amending that resolution for the incorrect contract amount with the correct invoices that were attached to that contract.
So is it gonna end up being more expensive than we originally thought?
So it is more expensive. Per building code, what was left off is the insulation on the roof needed to be in, which is an additional 22,000, I think, and then the 20-year warranty was left off. It was included in your original packet. The amount on the contract is what was incorrect.
Thank you. So as a follow-up, did we award a bid based on them coming in at that lower amount, or this wouldn't change anything?
It was a quote. That's not a bid. It was not a bid. It was a quote.
Thank
And
you.
it was a budgeted project for this year.
Thank you.
Any other council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 5-0. Nothing removed from the consent. Any community announcements? Councilmember Closey.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a reminder that this Saturday at approximately 10 o'clock, they'll be placing a wreath at the Yellowstone National Cemetery and all the headstones up there. They usually get a large crowd up there to do that, so.
Good thing you didn't do it today.
Yeah.
Oof.
In North Dakota.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else? We have no mayor updates. Oh, sorry, Councilmember Rice.
Sorry, I think we skipped council discussion. I was reached out to by some Laura board members that are really concerned about their ordinance being changed to allow for more board members. And so I'm just curious if we're going to be seeing that on the next work cycle so that we can get them voted through before the first of the year.
I can comment on where things are in relationship to the ordinance. I have circulated that with city staff. Since it is an ordinance, it will require public notice. So I don't know where, and Brittany, do you know where we're at from an agenda standpoint on that? Okay, so it is circulated and ready to move forward. Yeah. The problem is that we will run into barriers with it getting completed by the close of this year.
So can we then separately vote? They had a proposition of a person stepping into just approving someone different for their board, making a vacancy. Do we have that name ready to vote on next week so that by January 1st, we've met all the regulations? So we don't lose any money?
I believe that is the case. Brittany,
Okay.
are you able to confirm that as well? I believe that we can handle the replacement of the positions and still allow the ordinance to move forward from a timing standpoint.
Perfect.
The
We just want to be in
other-
compliance.
The other issue that I did think I would discuss, and I think, and I'll make this a priority tomorrow for Kurt and Brittany and I to discuss this, is whether it would assist to have the bylaw issue addressed separately, because that does not necessarily require the same type of timing as the ordinance does. So I will discuss that with both Kurt and Brittany tomorrow and see if separating that out might be helpful on that particular issue as well. So I think we are ready to move that forward. It's just that because of it being an ordinance change, it requires more timing than what we typically deal with.
Are we, I know there's a 5th Tuesday. Would we still be out of time even if we had a quick?
We would be.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate all minds making sure we don't lose money on our TIF district.
I skipped right over council discussion. Do we have any other council discussion? Everything good? No mayor updates? No unscheduled matters? Adjournment.
Mr. Mayor, I move to adjourn the city council meeting.
Second.
Motion made by Councilmember Wheeler, seconded by Vice President Wilkie. Public comment? Council discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 5-0. We are adjourned.